What's good, my zesty lemons? It is Lee, and thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. Today we're going to do a reading about the very handsome and lovable Jackson Wang. I was wanting to do a reading on him a couple months back, but my laptop went out of commission, so I had to wait until I got a new one. And then he just so happened to post about needing a much needed break, and so I just want to see what's going on, and see I just want to see what's going on and where his headspace is, and yeah, I'm tired. I'm burning up too. I thought it's like it's really warm over in this spot, but if I go towards the living room area, it gets very cold, so I'm like, what the hell is going on? The temperature is very confusing. All right, sweet universe. Hypothetically, if Jackson Wang was to watch this reading and needed advice, what advice would you have for him? What's going on with him? What does he need to do to heal? Whatever the case may be, what messages do you have? This is definitely going to be my last reading of the night because I am tired. All right. Feel it strong right there. Yes. Sorry, I told y'all I'm very tired. Okay, so first card out, we have Let Go and Enjoy. Okay. So I feel like this let go and enjoy could be pertaining to him enjoying life a little bit more, just based off of what he was saying on that post that I saw on Twitter. Excuse me, the man is exhausted, and it's all work and no play, and there needs to be a balance, right? Make necessary sacrifices. He's gonna have to put himself first, okay? Because the last thing that he's gonna want to do is burn out. And if he does not take care of himself, he's going to end up that way. So I think that the ultimate message is to put himself first and take a much needed break. Okay, I understand that he's trying to accumulate accumulate enough revenue for him and his family, and he's involved in so many projects and I'm gonna say campaigns, but endorsements is what I'm trying to say. That's all exhausting, traveling everywhere, not really getting enough sleep because you gotta, you know, base it upon the time zones as well. This man is a hamster trapped in a hamster wheel. We have strengthen your gifts. So I feel that he might feel that he has lost a little bit of his mojo, whether that is in dancing or if that is vocally. And if that is the case, then he needs to work on himself. Maybe he feels like he's out of shape or whatever, but I definitely feel like he's out of his element right now. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Face Your Shadow. Okay. All right. So I know that this man has made it very loud and clear on how he wants a wife. Okay. And all of this energy could be stemmed around the fact that he is lonely and he wants someone to call his own. Well, In order for him to do so, he first and foremost needs to understand that he needs to work on himself. Okay? There are some things that he needs to work on to get himself ready to be a husband. You know, first and foremost, and I remember he said that he doesn't care what the woman wants, just as long as she has a vision of what it is that what she's wanting to accomplish. And that could be a very dangerous game. And I remember his friends was kind of like, yeah, don't you think you need to raise the bar a little bit? But he was just like, no. And I feel like that statement alone, I think we all can relate to that to some degree, because there's something within the psyche that we believe that we don't deserve more than what we put out. And so, I mean, yeah, we can look at his good looks and everything else, but we don't really know what is going on in Jackson Wang's mind unless he shares. And even then, he's still giving you a snippet of his overall truth, right? So yeah, I definitely see with these cards right here that he needs to go and he needs to find himself. Okay, life isn't all about work, 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 work. And I definitely say that doing what he loves is it. He loves to, you know, he loves communicating with his fans and making music, but what good are you going to be if you don't take the time to take care of yourself and rest? So there's some sacrifices that definitely needs to be made here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the reading to see what else the universe wants to share involving Jackson Wang. Oops, let's put that back. I can get a good grip on it. Oftentimes, individuals look at celebrities like they're superhuman, not understanding that showbiz can be hell. It is so demanding. And I know that there's a possibility that he could have put a lot of this pressure on himself too. And this is why the universe is saying, yo, Jackson, I'm gonna need you to chill. I'm gonna need you to settle down for a bit and sit your ass down somewhere and take a break. You're on the verge of burnout. Feel it right here. All right. So we have the Chariot, and it says, you'll never get anywhere if you keep standing still. So I kind of feel like this is his point of view. This is what he tells himself every day. You know, you got to go out there and get what you want. You're never going to be successful if you just keep standing still. He does not know how to rest. This man probably jogs in his sleep while he's in the bed, right? He doesn't know when to sit the fuck down. Bless his heart. But first, I think that he needs to stop telling this to himself, because that's not the truth. Yes, you know, you're not going to be able to implement the plans if you just stand still. But he has made a lot of moves, and now it's time for him to sit down. I keep repeating myself. But yeah, so we have the Lover's card. And so it says, will you or won't you? The choice is yours. Will he make these sacrifices, or will he continue to make the choice of overburdening himself to the point of burnout? Because I'm afraid that if he doesn't, he's going to end up in the hospital from overexhaustion. Or anything. Like, this could take a toll on his psyche. Or, you know, he can develop. I know that he has a problem with alcoholism. You know, so he needs to be careful with that. So we have the Seven of Cups. It says, not every great option you're given will be a great option for you. Okay? So I kind of feel like he just doesn't know what to do. Because he feels like every option that is before him is not good enough. Or he's afraid to take that initial stance on doing what's best for him. And as far as, I was about to say, strengthening his gifts, I think honestly it's him needing to take better care of himself. Physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever the case may be. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Three of Pentacles. What's the saying? Teamwork makes the spell work. So with the face your shadows, and I'm also going to pull the top one too. The Knight of Cups, romanticizing the present moment every chance you get. He might be dealing with some enablers. Some individuals that know that he would do well to sit down and take a break, but I feel like if they tell him the truth, and maybe they're afraid that he's going to like pop off at them, because I mean they say that he's an alpha male, and while he, you know, cares about his team or whatnot, I could definitely see him you know, kind of being a pain. One second, my cat. But as I was saying, sorry, people are talking. I think that they're scared to speak their truth to him, and you know, fear of whatever he may say to them. You know what I mean? He might get a little irritated. So he tries to romanticize the situation, kind of make it seem like everything is okay, and you know, that his friend should, you know, support what's going on, when they might be sitting back like, oh, I kind of think that you really should, you know, take a breather. But we're going to see what else is going on here. All right. Sweet universe. That was weird because I was trying to say all right, and then my sinuses. All right. May I please have some more insight? All right. 2 more times, sweet universe. All right. Right there. Okay. So I think I have these upside down, but whatever. We have the 5 of Wands here. So I feel like he's in a battle with himself personally. Like, I feel like he feels like he has something to prove to himself, but the way that he's going about it is like an internal battle. Like, how I'm looking at it is, even though he has accomplished many feats, it's still not enough. Or at least this is what he's telling himself. So there's got to be something going on for him to feel like he's not good enough or that he's not doing enough. We have the Knight of Wands here, making sacrifices and then making the decision. And this is the Knight just on a rampage. Like, he's not taking a break. He's going after anything and everything. And it is getting to the point to where he's going into territories where he needs not to go. And I don't know exactly what that may mean for him, but I feel like as a whole, this is saying that he needs to sit his ass down somewhere. We have okay, so with the Knight of Wands, this is going towards this competition, right? His impetuous nature, and he is an Aries, but let me see what else is going on. Hold on. We have the page, I'm not the page, I keep wanting to say everything else but what I'm trying to say. The Ace of Pentacles here, strengthening the gifts. He needs to understand, okay, that he is the gift, okay? And so I kind of feel like strengthening the gift is saying take care of yourself, because you're not going to do yourself any favors if you're out here drinking, if you're staying up all night and you can't do the choreography that you're supposed to do. You got bags under your eyes because you're up all night trying to do like all kinds of things that will affect you and the way that you present yourself in the showbiz. And it's all for the sake of money. Now, I don't know if he's trying to earn a set amount of revenue. Maybe, I don't know, because I have never been to any of his shows, so I really don't know how much he has grossed in from the concerts, but it kind of makes me wonder if he didn't make enough, and this is why he's pushing himself to the limit. I do believe that his world tour is over, but he's not doing what he needs to do to get the rest that he needs. I feel like I'm a broken record. And then we have the Hermit card here. Yeah, he definitely needs to go within. He needs to do some healing. He needs to find his way. So I definitely feel like he's longing for something. And I will say, and I'm not trying to knock anybody who thinks that they are in the runs for being his wife, but I think that he would be better off finding himself, loving himself a little bit more before he brings a woman into this, or a man, whoever, because of the fact that he has to understand what self-love is all about, and oftentimes individuals that are not healed from their traumas, they will bring somebody into their world, and unfortunately they'll end up hurting them because they were unable to deal with the unresolved pains that they are still experiencing. You can only mask your situation for so long until it starts to bleed through everything that you do. And I also see, okay, and then we have the Empress card here. Excuse me. Now this could also, because we have the Empress, okay, and this could be him talking about, you know, a wife, because she is the divine feminine, right? She is attractive, and that's what he's longing for. But like I said, I think that he needs to work on himself before he can do anything else. And I also feel like I think he should also stop advertising his longing for a wife at this time until he is absolutely certain. And don't come at me, okay? Well, he's grown. He can say what he wants. You're absolutely right. He can. Okay? No one is debating that whatsoever. But I just think at this time, a wife and marriage should be the last things on his mind until he takes care of what he needs to get himself back on track. Because like I said, you're not going to be good to anybody if you're not, you know, if you're not where you need to be. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, you know, mentally, socially, all of that. So he needs to make sure that he has what it takes to meet this Empress, okay? Now, Aries does represent the Emperor, okay? But the beautiful thing about this queen, this goddess, this Empress, okay, she comes before him, okay? So she's already got her shit together, all right? And she's not gonna sit around and babysit somebody that does not have their shit together. And I'm not trying to hurt feelings or anything and try to say that he doesn't have it all together, but this is kind of the energy that I see, that he is lacking in some areas, and it shows, okay? So that's why I think that it is important for him to focus on what's important, take care of those needs that need to be nurtured at this time. And I also see that with the Empress as well. Like, he is definitely in need of nurturing his soul, mothering his soul, and getting himself back to where he belongs. So with that being said, I'm going to, do I want to do another oracle, or do I want to leave this here? I think I'll leave this here. So yeah, that's what I see. I really hope that he, please, if he ever watches this video, which I know that he won't, but I'm just saying, like, I just want to put that out there in the universe. And for those that are big Jackson Wang fans, I encourage you to say a little prayer for him too. I mean, anybody for that matter. You don't know what a person is going through behind closed doors, and the fact that you're taking time out of your day to acknowledge that, you know, there might be something going on and they just need a little gentle push for the universe to let them know that they are loved and that they're never alone, you know. So say a little prayer for him, and let's hope that he gets out of this funk and goes back to where he wants to be. And then we could talk marriage another time, because at first I was going to do a reading on that to see you know, what type of woman would be suitable for him. But as of right now, I don't think that that's on the table right now, because the universe is saying this is what he needs to be focusing on. So yeah, before he gets here and meets this woman. He's got a lot of things to do, and instead of just being looked at as the divine feminine, I feel like this is saying like he needs to nurture himself. He needs to mother himself back to health, whatever that might mean for him. Okay, so I'm done with the reading. If you believe that this resonates in any type of way, you're more than welcome to share your point of view by leaving a comment down below. You can hit that like button, you can hit that subscribe button, you can tell your friends about me, but I really want you to do this. When life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care, everyone. Bye.